Gen X Christmas toys were the best.
We didn't have Amazon. We didn't have the internet, but we had the Sears catalog.
Oh,
that was
it.
it.
Oh man, that was a real moment for us
when
kids.
that arrived.
When that came in, it was just like the Christmas catalog here, the Sears catalog, the JCPenney catalog, and the same thing. It's like they had. It was the first time you saw the toys. A lot of times, it's like, holy shit! There's there's a He-Man, Transformers.
I remember being a kid. And when I got that ColecoVision head-to-head football.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And I thought that I was living in the future.
Head-to-head electronic football by Coleco.
Now we can play at the same time.
With head-to-head, you're really in the game. A power sweep. He fights through for the tackle. You pass. He blitzes. Intercepts.
This is real competition.
And it's nothing but, 4 dots, going back and forth and all that. I still have it. I got it in my office.
There you go.
My son used to love it. So, but oh my God.
Well, if you want to bring it into a museum, we can make a Gen X museum back here.
Dude, I can bring it in. I literally have it.
We can even make a little placard that says on loan from Mark Greenhouse.
I can whenever.
like the Smithsonian. We'll hang it from the ceiling.
Actually, a Gen X museum.
Let's
is not a bad idea.
Let's do it. Listen, we're all dinosaurs.
That's not a bad idea.
You remember the guy with the big helmet on? You just tap the lever and he kicked the football.
Super Toe.
Everybody had that.
Super Toe, still the only field goal kicker I ever liked. Super Toe comes with everything you see here.
Or the big game that was like you'd hook it up to the electricity and it would just vibrate the football players across the thing back and forth.
I remember that.
So good. We had the
we
best
fell for
toys.
that one. I had
the vibrating field, and then you're like, you can't find it the next day. Where's the vibrating field? Oh, your mother has it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look back and it's just like, we were bored as hell. I take that little football guy outside and kick field goals for an hour.
The wind-up Evel Knievel.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Dude, wind-up Evel Knievel was the deal.
Yeah.
This is Evel Knievel and the Evel Knievel shock-absorbing stunt cycle. You can make him do wheelies.
They remade that a handful of years ago. They did
because it was so
well for guys like us that wanted to relive their youth, not for kids today.
You seen the guy that does the videos with the Evel Knievel with the super
yeah,
slow mo? Look at this! He jumping over a Corolla.
Oh my God!
And sticks it.
Oh,
dude, he's got the Evel Knievel ramp.
That slow mo is beautiful.
Glory days. I remember when Atari came out, it was just like the thing. And now you look at Atari and you're just like, we used to play that. But I can't tell you how many hours I spent playing Asteroids.
Oh, God,
dude. Like in Space Invaders. Dude, we got Atari with, I think it was Asteroids and Space Invaders. That was the 2 games we got. And me and my brother spent hours playing those games. It was unbelievable. Now you put me behind one of those games, I'm just like, what kind of garbage is this? We were kind of the first generation for action figures. We were the first generation of home arcade systems.
Oh yeah.
First generation of the whole Cabbage Patch Doll phase.
We were the last generation to get tetanus shots. We had Tonka toys were made out of steel.
Tonka toys.
Tonka toys.
Oh,
we had original steel toys.
Nice.
Here's a Gen X Christmas gift I got that you probably won't see today is a BB gun. Dude, a parent today would get locked up for buying a BB gun for a kid. It's like,
well, you would never have the movie Christmas Story if you didn't have BB guns.
The Red Ryder BB gun. Yeah.
I mean, we used to play with them.
Speaking of Christmas movies.
BB gun fights.
We used to have BB gun wars.
How crazy was that? We had BB gun fights.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're going to shoot your eye out.
Yeah.
And we would do pumps, the pump action.
Pump action.
I mean, buying the CO2 cartridges, and it was like, we would have a limit, like how many pumps. And it was to the point where my brother, he would be like, my older brother, who would just destroy me and my younger brother. We were all within, 3 years.
Right.
But he would beat the hell out of us.
Oh, yeah.
And he would pump it up to be like, where he almost couldn't put it down. It's like, how many pumps was that?
Oh, God, yeah. When you get to that last stage and you're just doing everything to get it
like,
locked
what are we?
in.
Is it sniper?
Like
BB sniper shit.
We would do wars with the BB guns, and you would have them. I mean,
I had a scope on mine.
Like a red laser.
But they did have them. But you would line up. Now you're gonna do strategy on how to make this.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you flush out one of your best friends that you've known forever. He goes running across the field, and all of it, it's the fall, so the leaves have already come off of like the grapevines and all that. Next thing you know, he goes running, wham!
You know what, though? I will say this. The best thing that could have happened was paintball. Because paintball is better than a BB gun fight.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the same idea, but it's even more fun.
Right.
I'm glad paintball took over BB gun fights, but because BB gun fights,
They were real.
they
But do you-
stung, man.
Yeah.
But before paintball, do you remember what it was? Between the BB guns and paintball?
Lawn darts.
Laser Quest.
Yeah, Laser Quest.
Laser
Yes.
Quest. When that came out in the early 80s, I mean, the lines to get in there.
We got it for Christmas, the home Laser Quest.
Oh yeah.
Oh, see, we never had that.
When
We
it-
had to go to the mall to do
We
it.
were like just where we were like just teenagers when that first came out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like 15,
82,
15 16,
Right.
right? And it's like, oh, this is wild.
Yeah.
I remember for Christmas, me and my brother together, we would get a few gifts that we were supposed to both play with. We got a horseshoe set. And we could not wait to get outside and hammer in the railroad spike, and we were just throwing horseshoes.
No, man.
And you mentioned lawn darts. How dangerous were those things?
Oh, my God.
Lawn darts and horseshoes kill. The whole reason we have cornhole now is because horseshoes kills kids.
Yeah.
Unattended in
Yeah.
a backyard barbecue. Kids are running around, dogs.
It's like, hey, Billy, here's like a 5-pound hunk of steel. I want you to throw it at your brother and try to hit this. It's just like, and lawn darts, the same thing. You throw them up.
Cornhole is woke horseshoes.
It's pussified.
That
It's
is-
pussified horseshoes.
That should be a T-shirt for Gen Xers. Cornhole is woke horseshoes. And you know what? That's probably why all of us, including myself, love that game so much. Is because it took the place of it was like a safe.
But what about there's a thing about horseshoes throwing that, because you could throw it, you could do the
Underhand.
flip, or you
Right.
could do the straight in. But when you hear that sound,
that clink.
and you're like, yeah,
The money shot.
and then measuring, going up. Well, let me see, make sure, there was a whole thing, man.
Right.
Now it's just slide in a beanbag.
There was the whole saying.
We can't be trusted with harsh things. We
Yeah,
have to
I mean,
have
there's-
soft. We have,
That's why we're so hardened. It's like we survived the childhood of the 70s and 80s.
But you got to remember, our dads, our uncles were Vietnam vets.
That's right.
They saw some shit. And, so for them, it was nothing to say, fuck you, get up and get this shit done.
Sure.
But
I will say, if cornhole was around when our parents would have loved cornhole too.
Right.
Well, what was the board? What were the boards? They were colorful boards.
Toss across.
That's it. Toss across.
Toss across.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was tic-tac-toe
Tic-tac-toe.
and beat. It was the first cornhole.
Yeah.
I think whoever invented cornhole owes the toss across guys a royalty.
Attaboy.
Toss across.
I will give you the ultimate Gen X Christmas gift: a bike.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Well,
off
that was our first gateway to freedom.
Yeah.
Was a bicycle. You get on your bike in the morning, and your mom would be like, "Just get out of the house. Come home when the lights come on." And you get on your bike and
You just go.
Travel.
But let's go back before that. What was the quote-unquote bike that everybody...
The big wheel.
Big wheel.
Oh yeah. I had the big wheel. The big wheel.
And then the green machine.
The green machine.
The green machine.
The green machine.
But the green machine would make you like psychotic because it's all right, now how do I move this thing around?
Green Machine, a racer for guys who like a ride that's really fast. Green Machine. What a ride!
We had it made in Gen X.
And the big wheel, you have that brake and you are going and you find the hill.
Oh, that was
everybody had a hill in their neighborhood.
You'd go full speed and hit the brake and
You
slide. Yeah, slide
And
around.
you could hear the plastic.
It's the big wheel with saddlebag and racing brake.
Remember, there'd always be the one kid, and it was my cousin in my life, whose family maybe had a little more money, and they had a go-kart.
Oh yeah, we had go-karts.
Oh man.
Well, that's the
Those-
thing, right? You go big wheel, green machine, bicycle, go-kart.
Go-kart. That was the
That
move.
was it.
I remember when my cousin had the go-kart, I was just like, this is the best thing ever. We'd ride around in that thing. And like I said, Gen X freedom.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm in a car for kids.